How to become a crypto trader in 30 days. Or Pumrit. Go from hiring to trading. You've probably heard the opinion that it takes more than 1 year to learn crypto trading to become a professional. And this is really true, because I, for example, am still learning. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can prepare yourself to quit hiring and build your earnings entirely on crypto. And be sure to watch this video to the end, because at the end I'm going to tell you the basic rules of risk management that absolutely all newbies stumble on. I used to be an employee myself, and it took me about 6 years to leave my job and switch completely to trading. And it was a long, hard way, because I did not know how to do the right thing, what works in this market, what does not work. But now I'm going to give out a completely step-by-step plan on how to do it as quickly as possible, based on my experience. So step 1, if you want to become a crypto trader, you need to open an account on a cryptocurrency exchange. There are a huge number of cryptocurrency exchanges, all have different conditions, different opportunities. But the best cryptocurrency exchanges for residents of the Russian Federation I have collected under my video. That is, there are links to 3 cryptocurrency exchanges on which I personally trade, and accordingly, you need to open an account on one of them. How it is done, we will not deal with in this video, because I once shot a separate video on my YouTube channel. How to open an account on a cryptocurrency exchange and buy your first cryptocurrency. It will take you 1 day to do all of this, and I think you can find that video at the link in the description of this video. After you open an account exchange, conduct KYC and make your first deposit. The most important thing for you is not to rush into trading. This is not necessary, because if we take statistics, only 15% of traders earn money on the distance. And 85% lose their money, and they do it because they come to this market without knowledge, without strategy, do not know how to use the interface, and just lose all their money literally in the first week of trading. That's what most people do, and you don't have to go down the same path. We'll go down a different path with you. And the second step, I advise you to master demo trading. That is, at first practice on demos. Try to open trades, put stop losses, tag profits in demo mode. That is, without risking real money. By the way, I'm curious. Tell me about your biggest losses in the comments. How much money did you lose on the stock exchange, and for what reason was it? You can trade on a demo account on the OKEX exchange. There's not a bad demo, and when you register on this exchange, you can go to your personal cabinet. And accordingly, here in the tab trade, you will find the tab demo trading. You just click here, and thus you switch to a demo account. There is not real money here, there are just numbers, but you can try and imagine that this money is real. Try to close deals, test some strategies, or do something else. So we have $9,000 of fake money here. And your first task is to familiarize yourself with the interface in general. To try to cover trades, what is withdrawal? What is short? What will happen if you buy $100 of some coin and then further watch what happens? As I am doing it now, you can open absolutely any trade and then familiarize yourself with the interface and see what happens. I opened a deal, for example. I bought XRP coin by market orders, and now I can see in the assets that I have added it. I see like. I have it here, my receipt. I bought that coin for security first. This is spot trading. You can also try to trade on futures. That is, for example, we choose here open-ended swaps. Choose some coin that we are interested in. For example, Bitcoin. Go here and, for example, take and buy 0.1 Bitcoin. So that breeze bought here, so it does not give me, but no. Here I gave the purchase. Here I bought immediately, the price is floating, profit, loss, Panelka, and accordingly you can go to open positions here. And see what happens, i.e. profit or loss and so on. And here your main task is, again, to familiarize yourself with the interface, to open trades here and there and see how it works. I think it will take you about 1 week to get acquainted with the interface of the exchange, get used to the trades, and more or less understand how everything works, so that you don't get into a slump when you test it all on real money. Not enough experience to make your own trading decisions? Come to my free webinar, where I will talk about trading, its income, and what trades to open. The link to it is in the description. After you have tried to open trades in demo mode, your next task is to make your trading strategy. This is the most important point. You should have clear rules when to open a deal, when to close a deal, where to put stop loss, where to put take profit. And it should all be spelled out on paper. Most traders lose their money because they do not have a trading strategy. They act always intuitively, buying something if they think it will grow. They sell something if they think it will go down, focusing on some news sources and so on. It doesn't work that way. It works only when you have a clear trading strategy and you make a decision in every situation, not because you want to, and not because you think you will, but because you have a set of facts, based on which the price will rise or the price will fall. And these facts are written down in your trading strategy. I allocate about 1 week for developing a trading strategy, if I do it intensively and regularly. By the way, I talk about trading strategies in my separate video on this YouTube channel. There I also tell you how not to make the most common mistakes. The link to this video will be in your description. After you have chosen a strategy, or made your own strategy, you should test it on the market. That is, you do not need to first invest your own money in order to do this. It can be done in a tester. There are good testers, for example, in such a site, which is called TradingView, and it looks like this on my screen right now. You will also have a link to this site in your description, and you can do the following here. There's a thing right here like a rewind looks like, a button, and it's called a market simulator. That is, you set the point of the moment where you want to start so that you test, as if it is happening in real time, and, accordingly, you do not see further than the right part of the chart, and let's go to test your strategy. For example, conditionally, let's assume that I have made such a strategy that if the price will be above the moving average of this indicator, and if the RSI indicator will go from oversold to a normal position, that is, if it will go here and went up from here, then I will buy. This is my simple strategy. I just came up with it and I want to test it. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It's important for me to understand before I invest real money in it. And here we go. I press play and wait for the right situation to happen. For example, we have quotes. That is, we have the price. That is, it all happens very quickly. It is not necessary to wait for several hours because this is a tester, and accordingly, I see that I am waiting for the RSI to fall down here in order to buy. We wait and wait until it does not happen. So stop. Stop. I press the pause. It happened at this moment. The price is above the moving average. I buy here. I press buy, and accordingly, further on my strategy should be prescribed. Where I will exit the deal, how I can do it. Again, let's assume that I have prescribed in my strategy that I will exit the trade after we will update the previous high, conditionally this one, and when the price comes there, I will close the trade. And accordingly, then I just sit and wait and watch the result. It is also necessary to prescribe where the stop loss will be respectively, where to exit the deal, if it goes in the opposite direction, like now for example. Well, it grew quickly, and accordingly I earned $744 here. I sell, closing the deal. That's it. That's my buy. That's my sell. Then I wait for the next signal. So you just take and test this strategy, and then on the distance of 20 trades, 50 trades, 100 trades, you see whether it works or not. You make different hypotheses and test these hypotheses. Again, you need at least a week for all this. But if you do it intensively and regularly, I think you will manage and make and test your strategy. Accordingly, if you act according to this plan, Then for these 3 weeks you have already done a lot of work. You will open an account on the stock exchange, you will choose a strategy. Or create your own, practice on the demo and test this strategy. And then you just need to do the same thing, but with real money. And it is necessary to start not with large sums. You do not need to pour thousands of dollars at once. At first, start with small amounts, that is, $100, $50, $30, and accordingly allocate yourself some more certain period of time. That is, for example, you have chosen a strategy, poured real $50, tried to work on this strategy on real money for a week, saw a plus, that is, close the cycle plus, and then gradually increase your working capital. Why is this necessary? Because when you start trading in the real market, you will still have psychology involved. These are certain emotions, fear, greed, and so on, and they also affect trading. And sometimes traders break their own strategy, which they have written, because they are exposed to these emotions. And only after you make a profit with real money, you can consider the moment when you can leave your job and shift your focus to trading only. And most importantly, when you will do all this on real money, you need to comply with risk management. This is the rule of money management. Make sure that you do not enter the entire deposit in your trade. For example, if you have a deposit of $1,000 or $100, the risk on your trade, i.e. the potential loss, should be no more than 5% of your deposit. Then you will need to make as many as 20 losing trades in a row. In order to lose your deposit, this is very difficult, even if you just flip a coin and act randomly. Often beginners violate risk management, and this is a very painful lesson for them, because they can completely lose all their money in 3 trades.